you mean in the game? There's no calls on my phone. He ain't about to do shit, Mom. I'm telling you. I'm running up to his ass. Hello? Hello? So what y'all trying to play skirmish, like 3v3s?
I'm actually saying goodbye to Destiny. Climbing a mountain right now. With no HUD on. I don't know whatever it is. So, yeah, guys.
Jake, get on Rainbow. Jake, get on Rainbow.
Wait, I need to say goodbye, dude. Alright, yeah, guys. So I'm saying goodbye to this wonderful game. We're making one last journey. You know, one last trip to the top of this mountain to finish this long quest we've been on since day one, you know, since the beta for some of us, since Taken King, since Rise of Iron, since Dark Below. It's been a very emotional journey. You know, I'll miss this game with all my heart. It'll be a very well missed game. We had such good journeys on this game, you know. I remember when I got my first exotic. It was the best feeling ever, man. I remember when I got my my first legendary out of a quest from the Dark Below. I worked so hard. Remember when it was a grind to get to level 30? Now you can simply buy it. I made a lot of friends. I made a lot of friends during Destiny 1's. I brought some old friends into it. It was very fun, very emotional ride. I remember climbing this mountain the first time. It was really hard, difficult. I struggled. But now, I'm more smarter, intelligent, more smarter, intelligent about the game. I'm not that rookie when I started. I'm a pro now. It's very hard fought. I remember when I tried to get people into this game. Said no, it'd be a bad game, and not me. I didn't believe that. Got the game on Xbox 360, and look at us now, a whole new console. 3 years later, huh? What a journey. You know? As we climb... Oh my goodness, I just fell off. That's really heartbreaking. But... Oh, I was about to cry. Well, I'll continue the rest of the speech from when I get to the top. I thought I could make a speech while I'm climbing this. And oh, never mind, we made it. Yes, but it was very depressing, sad. If this guy doesn't move, I'm a freak. No. Yes, but I remember trying to bring people into this game. You know, a lot of people left during the content droughts. Not me. I stayed and I steered the course. And I just fell off again and died. You know, no matter how many times I kept falling, I got back up. I kept striving to be the greatest. I didn't achieve everything I wanted like I I didn't go flawless. I didn't get all the achievements, but you know, that doesn't matter. It matters all about the memories. It matters how you got there and why you did it. It's sad to see this great game perish. Loved by many, hated by many. It's very sad. As we almost make it to the top. And we are at the top. So, now we get to look at this great world and say goodbye one last time. You know, I got 4,520 Glimmer, level 40. I got to like level 400 on all characters. I remember this Vault of Glass helmet. It was my very first helmet that I ever got that was legendary from a raid. And then, you know, I thought it was pretty dope, so I wore it all the time. And then I met this baby, this beautiful, beautiful baby called the Deathsinger Gaze. And then I met the finest helmet I would wear, the Light Beyond Nemesis. Oh, the Light Beyond Nemesis. I cared about it so much. I sought after the Trials of Osiris helmet, but it just wasn't for me. I couldn't rock it. I couldn't fit the style it was made for me. Then the gauntlets. My first gauntlets. Take off this shader. First gauntlets. Vault of Glass. Second gauntlets. Crota. Take off this chroma. It's very unique, and I liked it so much. Then during Taken King, I had this Arthur's Bend when it first came out, and I don't have the raid pieces. I don't have the chest pieces, but I loved it. I loved every part of it. Then the boots, I had the Crota boots, and they treated me well. Then as we move through the bonds, the Amigo bond, I remember grinding for that. That was such a good grind. Then the Fragmentic Prime, I remember that without the chroma ornament. It was very unique and I loved it. And then Crota Bond, I love that too. And then the artifact, that wasn't introduced in the Taken King, but I remember my first artifact right here. My very first one. It was a puppy to me. Oh, it was. Even though I didn't upgrade it all the way, it was a puppy. Because then I moved on from this to grab a better artifact that had a perk that nerfed the thorn by itself. As we move on to the ghost, the Kingslayer shell. Ah, good memories of all the raids I had. Like Wrath of the Machine, I did it with my best friend, Tyler. Loved that raid. God dang it, he loved it so much. And that was a raid also 4 million damage came from. Then, Kingslayer. Remember completing that raid with a couple friends. It was so hard. I remember every time I leave at the boss, but I came back, I kept coming back because I knew I could do it. I knew I had it in me. Then the swords. Ah, I remember the swords. I remember getting the Soul's Edge and I was like, what can I do with this? It was a 335, but I reinforced it at 385. Then when I got the Raised Lighter, I fell in love with it. But then the Dark Drinker. The Dark Drinker. I had to use it in Wrath of the Machine. And I loved it. Then the Sleeper Simulate. It was such a good thing
He
that
chilled in the
was
hall.
supposed to replace the Gallahorn.
I'm gonna get this nigga leaking and everything. On everything I love. Why do you think I posted this on my
Then
account?
shotguns.
You sneak this on my fucking name.
Shotguns got nerfed so hard. They even took a perk, nerfed its range, took everything away. I despise sniping because of Black Ops 2, but I secretly fell in love with sniping towards the end. I kind of I'm kind of gonna gonna forgive. I'm gonna try to fall back in love with sniping. Then I fell in love.
In the morning.
I fell in love with the Havoc Pigeon, my first sidearm. Remember back when I was using an Iron Banner? It was wonderful.
When I
The
come on a drill,
the the rate of fire, impact, range,
in the
stability,
gym.
reload is amazing.
I catch him in the cafeteria, but I seen him today in the hall.
Then
Right by
we
the
get
steps.
to the primaries. I remember the Monte Carlo. I used it even when it was crap before the buff. Even when it was good, when it was bad, I stuck through it through the hard times. Then, Vector class, got it at the end before taking King. I loved it. I kept using it no matter what. Hawksaw. I used it when it was good and when it was bad, and I was still going ape. I don't have many weapons. Oh, Mighty Multi-Tool. This caused me so much pain, but I loved it. And one weapon that we do not have here today is the Jade Rabbit. The Jade Rabbit, I loved it. Now, time to move on to my shaders. The Chatter White and the Glowhorn is my best shaders ever, man. I love them. I always equip them, no matter what the circumstances were. This emblem, I ran it through everything. Everything I had, man. Then the point emoji. I loved it, but I also fell in love with the shadow boxing. The sorrow that I would use. The jazz hands. The wavy leg dance. I loved it all. My first ship. The AFV2 Octavan. Such a beautiful ship. It looked just like a legendary ship. My first Sparrow. I loved that with all my heart. Then I upgraded to the Flamer Courser. Such a beautiful thing. I upgraded to the Remix Horn. Then with the ship, as time grew on, I grew out of the AFV2 and I equipped the Timeless ship. Oh, such a good ship. As you see, bounties are done. Cryptart, that son of a ditch, scanned me out of a lot of my stuff, but he still came through at times. House of Judgment, rank 6. I remember grinding that out. Cream's Wrath, not so much. My Vanguard reputation is so good. The Crucible, I loved it. New Monarchy, I tried getting into it, but I just couldn't do it. Crota's Bane, I remember those times. I remember the time when it was moments of triumph during Taken King. I remember doing everything, even getting the best weapon for the Taken King before it got nerfed. The Touch of Malice has put a lot of hard work in. Then, the Winter Festival. I remember Spare Racing like it was just yesterday. Then, the Rise of Iron. I knew Destiny's journey was coming towards an end. Then, the Age of Triumph. It came towards an end. But, I still got to look. I still did it. No matter what. And then, Voidwalker. First subclass I ever upgraded. And I stuck with it. Oh, I love that. I love this subclass. Then I fell in love with the Sunsinger. Self-res. Had some very good clutch moments with it. I'll never forget it. Then Storm Trance. I remember I sniped some dude out of his Storm Trance so fast, his jaw dropped to the ground, dropped his controller, and dropped his jaws. It's the best thing ever. Destiny 2. I will never forget you. You are a game worth remembering. I will always remember. So when I play the sequel and I look up into the light, I'll remember how you were such a good game to me, and I'll keep chugging on no matter what. You taught me some valuable lessons on how to never give up, always be loyal, stay by your friend's side, no matter what the cost. It may not be worth it. Uh, well, this is my last screenshot I'll take before I put it down one last time. Goodbye, my old friend. Goodbye.